I'm going to do a quick review of this 2022 Toyota Corolla SE hatchback. You can only get the hatchback version of the Corolla in SE trim, XSE trim, and also the GR trim. As I say, this is the SE trim, and I must say this is my favorite trim level of this generation Corolla, especially hatchback. This is kind of a sporty design as well, especially with those 5-spoke alloy wheels and the color that blinks off, man. If you're wondering about the color, it's actually called Finish Line Red. And I try my best to keep it pretty clean, but it did rain. And there's nothing I can really do about that. But nevertheless, I really do love the design of the SE hatch. Sadly, these little exhaust tips right here, they're fake. So let's go inside real quick because it is kind of cold. Nice cloth seats. A little side bolstering, but nothing too aggressive. Now, I am 6'9". This is a compact car. Take my shoes off, obviously. And I must say, if you're tall just like me, or very similar, better legroom than the likes of a Nissan Sentra. Not as much as the Kia Forte or Hyundai Elantra. Pretty much on par with the Honda Civic. If you have to drive this car, you can make do, trust me. One thing I really do like about this generation Corolla is just how spacious the interior is, especially since the previous generation. Really, really simple, easy to use. That's a 2.0 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated, and it had a safety. I just love these soft limiters that they have, which you could bounce off of like it's a rev limiter. Sounds hilarious, but let's go look at the engine real quick. All right, so what we have right here is a 2-liter 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated. Paired to a CVT transmission, you could also get it in a 6-speed manual, which not a lot of people talk about because this is just a Corolla. It's not the top of the line spec Corolla. People cry for manual transmissions. I bet you the people who do that don't even buy these type of cars with a manual transmission. But nevertheless, 169 brake horsepower, 151 foot-pounds of torque. Very average for this size of vehicle. And of course, it's Toyota. So I'm going for a very quick test drive because, again, it's just a normal Toyota Corolla. But let's just talk about it real quick. One thing I really do love about Toyotas is all the windows go up and down automatically. As you guys can see, just one fling of a button and they all go up. Every car should have that. That should be standard. No one talks about that, but I do love that about Toyotas a lot. So driving the Toyota Corolla. So again, it does have a nice sports appearance package, the SE trim level. Nothing really sporty about it, just the appearance, which is okay. Handling wise, again, it's just a nice normal Corolla. This 12th generation Corolla, to me, it feels like I'm driving a skateboard, how flat the chassis is. I really do like it. It's not as sporty as the Honda Civic. It doesn't have like a quick turning radius of a Honda Civic. Now this is a CVT transmission, but one thing I find very interesting about this car is the way you launch it, or should I say we come from a standstill. And just not launching it, but I would say just driving off normally. And here's what I mean. So I come to a complete stop and I just give some gas. I'm not for sure if you heard it in the audio, but what just happened was this vehicle essentially has like 2 transmissions. And what it does is it has a launch gear. Traditional CVTs, when you go off the line, it's kind of very slow and sluggish. So essentially has like first gear, and then it turns from first gear, it moves into the CVT transmission. It works well, and I have yet to see a Corolla come into the shop with a broken transmission. Now, once you give it more throttle, I would say about 30%, even though it's kind of revving kind of high, you don't notice the first gear to the CVT transmission shift as much. It's pretty much at low speeds, and it's less noticeable. So let's see if I can just do it one time real quick. Give it some more throttle. Yep, hardly noticeable. Once you give about more than 30% throttle input. And another thing I like and love about Toyotas is the auto hold. When I press it, okay, I press it, I'm already at stop, so the auto hold is completely on. So for a tall person like me, I can take my foot off the brake and stretch it behind the pedals to relax a little bit. So that's the main reason for auto holds. Toyota has a lot of auto holds on their vehicles, which I love and appreciate a lot. Now you do have a sport button. When you press it, nothing really happens. You get a little sports light down over here, but yeah, it's just your typical generic. You press a sport button, it holds the gears longer, nothing special at all. Now you can throw it into manual mode for a CVT, and you can use the power shifters, and then when you press them, they're instant because it's a CVT transmission. Not traditional automatic gearbox, no dual clutch, just a CVT. Now, if you really wanted to go, it would go, just remember, it's naturally aspirated, 2-liter, 4-cylinder, less than 170 brake horsepower, more for reliability than anything else. But if you need the car to get up and hustle, I mean, it will hustle. In a respectable way for this compact vehicle. So overall, in closing of the 2022 Toyota Corolla SE hatchback, I must say, it does everything I needed to do. Nice compact vehicle, very comfortable. Has the Toyota reliability as well. And it gets out of its own way. Absolutely wonderful vehicle. Has everything that you need. It'd be perfect if you get this exact trim level with heated seats. But obviously, what's there not to like about this vehicle? I must say, if you're in the market of a compact vehicle like this, I really do recommend this one. If you need more power from a Corolla, get the GR. That's if you can find one that's not gonna cost like 50 grand. Let me know what you guys think about this Toyota Corolla SE, the hatchback. Do you prefer the hatchback over the normal sedan? What's your preferred trim level of this 12th generation Corolla? And would you get it over the other vehicles such as the Honda Civic, Kia Forte, the Hyundai Elantra? Even the Elantra got the Elantra in. Need to get my hand on one of those. But this is pretty much a booming car segment, which I'm surprised is still alive compared to the likes of a crossover SUV. So if you want one, go ahead and get one. I believe now's the time to get one. So that pretty much concludes my review of this 2023 Toyota Corolla SE. Let me know what you guys think about it, and I'll see you guys next video.